Let's go to that Park Place for this story, as Golden Globes has a brand new category that they want to announce. Did you hear about this, Mally?
No.
They have brought out a brand new Best Podcast category here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. This is great. Have y'all heard about this?
Actually, no.
We were not included. We were not nominated, unfortunately.
For shame.
I know. We'll work on it for next year.
Discrimination.
I know. They clearly don't like great diverse casts like we have here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Golden Globes, of all people, let me just give you the Golden Globe nominees here. These were 6, quote, entertainment-focused podcasts. And I would like to read them off to you here. And you let me know if you've ever heard these before. Number 1, Call Her Daddy. Anybody heard of that?
Unfortunately, yes.
I have, yep.
Armchair Expert.
No.
Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Amy
Of
Poehler.
Amy.
I know Amy, but I don't know
she had a
that
podcast.
show.
It's a train wreck.
The Mel Robbins podcast.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Know him, not the show.
She's like one of those like self-help type
Never mind.
podcast business thing. Yeah.
I was really hoping it was a Mel Brooks podcast.
No. Smartless is another podcast here.
No.
Don't know.
Okay. And finally, in our entertainment-focused podcasts, NPR's Up First.
No.
What
They
are
then
these choices?
Well, they also were very quick to declare that there were no political podcasts that were considered, despite including NPR's
NPR.
Okay.
Right. No political. Okay.
Now, you may be asking yourself, there's a few names missing on there. Most notably, I don't know, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Literally the king of podcast, who, I thought it'd be fun to kind of take a look at how Joe Rogan compares to these various podcasts here. And I had Grok do a little bit of research for me. As you can see, Amy Poehler here does 1 million views right here, roughly. It's a fairly new show. Joe Rogan does every month between 190 and 200 million views a month, which is literally between 5 to 10x the size of every other podcast here. So, why do we think that is?
Boy, I wonder.
Anyone
All
else?
in club.
Yeah, right. And I think that's the thing to really consider here. Just a quick background on some of these shows here. The Mel Robbins podcast, not familiar with that person, but Amy Poehler, obviously in the club over here. Armchair Expert. This is a podcast that is hosted by Dax Shepard. Familiar?
Dax Flame?
Dax
Shepard?
Shepard. Isn't he
Oh.
like Kristen Bell's husband?
Yes.
Well, see, this is all celebrity bullshit.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's why I don't know any of it.
Correct. And Mel Robbins delivers a, quote, science-backed tools of mindset, habits, and relationships.
It's okay. Mel Robbins, I don't enjoy her content personally. Nothing against the woman. I'm sure she's fine. She literally does that thing where she tries to make your businesses better, and she'll try to like tell you how to make your habits better and your, your workflow and everything. So she'll be like, today, I would like you to please just go and find a list of things. And you're going to do this, okay? And you're going to write a list. And you're going to write a list about all the things you need to do. And at the end of the day, you're going to get them done. Like, she's one of those where she like tries to go ASMR type to you and try to tell you like, you're going to make sure that you jump into like an ice bath today. And that's going to help you kickstart your day. These are not like actual quotes from her. I'm just saying she is the person that will be like, this is how you're going to make your life better. And I just find her really obnoxious.
That's like information ripped off of BetterHelp. Like, oh my God.
Like, I'm sure there are people out there who maybe, enjoy that and they want someone to help push them in the right direction. Like, she's trying to do affirmations, right? But to me, it just comes across really creepy when a woman is like saying in my ear, like, hi, you're going to do this. And it's like, no one tells me what to do. Who are you? Like,
Yeah.
stop.
That's also not helpful advice. Like, come on. Google told you to do all that. That is not advice.
How is Caleb Hammer not on this list as well?
That's what I was thinking. I love him.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because what they went in here and they said that no political podcast were considered here. Okay. 0.
Oh, well, then there's why.
Yet Rogan's show is not political. He hosts all these people: comedians, actors, musicians, fighters, authors, scientists, left, right. Yeah, it's, as I said, yes, he does conservative guests, but liberals, centrist, apolitical figures, which is why he dominates, which is why he does 100 million views an episode here. And his show categories aren't political. Politics aren't even in his show categories: comedy, culture, and society, not politics here. USA Today frames Rogan as, quote, right wing, grouping him with Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, and Ben Shapiro, all of them who were excluded as well. So there we are. It seems like the most backwards way of thinking, but this is the next step here, because Hollywood sees what's happening with podcasts, and they've seen what's been going on with podcasts, that their voice is losing. So they have to start bringing them into the club here and affirming this idea of what a podcast is, so they can affirm their selected podcast and hand those over. Phoenix, I'm sure you definitely can understand this.
Yeah, 100%. This whole thing is all politics. That's not shocking to anyone here, and it's exactly what you said. I couldn't have said it better. It's an industry protecting itself, and then also making sure that their message is loud and clear to the population.
What other podcasts do you think should? You mentioned Caleb Hammer. He does the financial
audit.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, and people have called him
skyrocketing.
I was just going to say, you just read the article that explained why he's not on that list, because he's not willing to vehemently condemn one side in favor of the other. He has been called the worst of things. He's very active on X now, so I've been keeping up with him recently. He's just clapping back at him, being like, if this is your opinion, you're the extremist, not me. Like, that's why he deserves to be on the list, but it's also why he never will be.
I think I actually responded to him, just kind of this idea of the whole first time meme, where he's like, "Are you serious? Like, you're calling me right wing because I think you should have financial responsibility?" And he's like, "It's like first time, huh?" Yeah.
And he had a bit of a trend on his show where he, at least in like a chunk of his episodes, kind of back to back, where it was kind of obvious to all of us that watched that those people were of liberal beliefs. And those liberal beliefs led them to make really poor financial decisions. It's something that we've all known about it. And he's just the bad guy for calling it out.
Yep. It's amazing. So Theo Vaughn also not included. Flagrant 2 not included.
That's what I would have put on there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn interviews the fucking lunch lady at he interviews garbage men, and it's pretty outstanding stuff. But yeah, too political though for Hollywood.
But Call Her Daddy, didn't they do a Kamala interview?
Yes.
Right. So if we're gonna say, oh, it can't be political, you already have people on there that have done pretty heavy hitting political interviews. Now, mind you, that interview did not get a lot of views, so maybe that's why they just forgot about it. Yeah. But I do remember that being a whole thing. So
yeah, I agree. And Caleb had the governor of Michigan on, and he was very good about keeping it on just the finances and tried to not get political, but that's not what they did on the Call Her Daddy Kamala episode. So very, very interesting backwards thinking.
By the way, Joe Rogan, he signed a new Spotify deal in 2024 for $250 million.
And somehow doesn't belong on this list. If you're getting that kind of bucks, you're probably the top podcast, right? At least up there.
Yes, he is dominant. He's by far the number one podcast. Yeah. And on top of that, by the way, don't tell me it's a non-political list when NPR is on that list. That's exactly what that podcast is. It's a political podcast. Ridiculous. Your dad said you should hit the subscribe button. Don't disappoint dad.